Good morning, everyone. We'll call the meeting of the Development Committee of September 5th to order. May we have a roll call, please?
Member Krajewski.
Here.
Member Chaplin. Here. Member Guston. Member Ozog. Here. Member Rutledge. Here. Chair Tornatori.
Here. And Member Guston did send me a text indicating she's going to a family funeral. That's why she is not here. I have nothing under Chairman's remarks. Under public comment, we have one online public comment submitted by Dana L. Khaled in Burr Ridge, opposing the quick trip truck stop in Willowbrook, and that will be entered into the record as part of our minutes. Moving on to the minutes, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of Tuesday, August 15th. Motion in a second. Are there any additions, corrections, or deletions? Hearing none, seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? The minutes are approved. Moving on to informational, I'll entertain a consensus to 6A 232895. This is going to be a request to staff to commence discussions with CMAP on a joint funding opportunity from the Department of Housing and Urban Development for a application for funding under an act which may appropriate, can appropriate $85 million for a competitive grant and removal of barriers to affordable housing production and preservation. Paul called me about this the last week or so, told me there was this opportunity. We needed to move quick on it. And Paul, I'm going to turn it over to you so you can bring everybody up to speed.
Yeah, real quick. Mary and I met with CMAP last week. CMAP has an opportunity through HUD to potentially get a grant application in on behalf of the region being the Collier counties. So we met with CMAP staff about the potential of CMAP making the application, which we think is a great idea because they would do all the work, but we would be participating in the potential grant process. And the bottom line is that there's $85 million that HUD has set aside to not just deal with HUD issues, but with affordable housing issues and sustainability, and also a combination of technical support and that actually support where it could be used for other things, similar to what we've been talking about with providing money that could go towards any number of things, not just technical support. So what we're looking for from this board is it's not an action item, but we just like to get a consensus of you guys are comfortable with us moving forward with that grant application. The reason we want to move quickly is that the grant application, I believe, has to be in October of this year. And we got a really good sense from CMAP that they can find other partners in the region, other Collier counties in the region to partner with DuPage County. And we would like to send a message to CMAP, even though staff sent a message to CMAP that said we're in, we'd like to send a message to CMAP that our county board members are interested in having CMAP apply on our behalf as well. There's 85 million approximately out there. HUD has identified 8 regions of the United States as potential to get this grant money. We don't know exactly what the individual grants will be, but we are hearing that it could likely be around 10 million per 8 regions. So it would be potentially a $10 million grant that could be used by DuPage County and other folks that might be in the grant application towards the Housing Solutions Program. So anything that you want to add, Mary?
Bunch of questions. Okay, Brian, we'll start with you.
If we get 10 million allocated, can it be split among projects within DuPage as a layer of funding, or is it got to be all towards one project?
No, it could be split among multiple projects. The other important thing too is there's no match as part of this. So it would be 10 million coming, and it wouldn't necessarily be 10 million coming just to DuPage County. It would come to the region. Right now, CMAP has DuPage County and potentially one other county that might be interested in this, but we would share it throughout the region.
I did. Well, kind of Brian asked a little bit of my question. Is there going to be some restrictions on how we use this money?
So there are, but one of the things that's important with this grant is there is the ability, and CMAP has indicated in their conversations with HUD, is that there would be the ability to exempt out of some of the typical HUD restrictions that they place on funding. So that's a real nice opportunity. And Mary can speak to this a little bit as well, but there are opportunities already with HUD where you can go a little bit above the guidelines of HUD if you can show cause. But more importantly, they've indicated that we could exempt out of some of the HUD requirements to be able to use some of this money.
Easier to use some of that
A lot
money.
easier to use, that's correct.
Excellent. would not be in favor.
Yeah, thanks. My question is, I'm really excited about this. I think we should move forward, but do we have enough staff? Do we have bandwidth for us to be coordinating with CMAP, or do you think we might need a consultant to be on the county side to coordinate?
Well, that's the beauty of this. It's just that one of the things that we've talked about in Housing Solutions is that eventually, once we start to get the program together, we're going to have to need some additional staff to help us with this. The nice thing about this grant is that CMAP would take the lead on this. They would be the applicant. So in terms of having staff to help CMAP, we think we've got enough people currently on staff. It wouldn't take really any staff time to make the application. That's what CMAP will do on our behalf. They're really our consultants here.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Even better.
Anybody else? Okay, I assume we have consensus to go forward on this. Okay, Paul, we have consensus, and Mary, thank you for finding out about it and moving forward on this. We're right on top of things.
Mr. Chairman,
Yeah.
real quick, we had talked about bringing this to Finance Committee as well. Do you still have an appetite to bring to Finance Committee to do the same sort of thing?
I
Get a
mean,
consensus from the entire
we
group?
could, sure. We can bring it to finance.
Why not? I think anytime we get an opportunity to get free money, we should let everybody know about it.
Yep, perfect, yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
Okay, moving on to regulatory services, I'll entertain a motion to approve FIR
Second.
200-23, an additional appropriation for building, zoning, and planning for the $2.5 million that we have just taken out. Motion second, any questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. I'll entertain a motion to approve FIR 201-23, an additional appropriation
So moved.
for the Housing Solutions
Second.
Fund for $150,000. There's a motion and a second. Any questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. I'll entertain a motion to approve DCO 40-23, zoning 2341, Leathers, the ZHO
So-
officer's recommendation to approve a variation to allow a proposed attached garage and a variation to increase the fence height from 4.6 feet to 5 feet. Motion is second. Any questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. I'll entertain a motion to approve DCO 41-23, Ryan, this is ZHO's recommendation to approve a variation to allow a 6'1" 100% closed privacy fence within the
So
10-foot
moved.
corner side yard setback. There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries. I'll entertain a motion to approve DCO 42-23, zoning 23-4, Jed Reject, zoning hearing officer's recommendation to approve a variation to reduce the corner side setback from 30 feet to approximately 15.99 for a house addition.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions, comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries. I'll take a motion to approve DCO 43-23, zoning 2347,
So moved.
CTLTC,
Second.
ZHO's recommendation to approve a variation to allow 6-foot tall fence within the 40-foot yard setback. It's a motion and a second. Any questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries. I'll entertain a motion to approve DCO 44-23, zoning 2349, Leathers, the zoning hearing officer's recommendation to approve a conditional use to allow the total detached accessory building to be larger than the principal
Second.
building on subject property. There's a motion and a second. Any questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Do we have any old business? Have any new business? Seeing none, without objection, we're adjourned. Thank you all.
Thank you.